something into order. Thank you.
Honourable Member, all members must please keep the volume down so that the speaker at the podium is audible. Honourable Ngubane, please proceed.
Honourable Speaker,
Reddy,
the
you are
Phala
now
Phala
doing
scandal.
exactly what you
Honourable
complained
Speaker,
about.
the Phala Phala scandal is not just a tale of theft. It is a symbol of what happens when power is placed above accountability. In 2020, foreign currency hidden away in furniture was stolen from President Ramaphosa's private farm. The amount allegedly an astronomical sum of which there is still no adequate explanation of what happened today. This was money hidden from the people, money concealed from the revenue services, the money that raises questions about its origins. When this came to light, the reaction was not swift accountability. Instead, it was obfuscation. It took whistleblowers, not the structures of our state, to bring into the public domain. And when it did surface, what followed was dance of half-truths, delays, and political shielding. Till today, we have an unresolved sealed bank statement of an individual that was funded through trust or his private entity, no accountability, no transparency, no disclosure. So today we are busy wishy-washing about disclosure of maximum and minimum political funding, but we can't even disclose when individuals are funded through their trust. So we are here again to waste the public's time. The Political Funding Act, transparency for few and a shadow for the powerful and wealthy. Honourable Speaker, how can we in this House demand transparency from political parties through Political Party Funding Act while turning a blind eye to the secret millions moving through corridors of power? This act, as it stands, requires political parties to declare donations over a certain limit. But I ask you, who's watching the secret bank accounts? Who's auditing the offshore trust? While political parties are scrutinized, we have allowed certain individuals in high office to operate with impunity. It is hypocrisy of the highest order. The role of the judges must not be left questions again this. They are the guardians of law or merchants of influence. If we are to speak about transparency, then we must speak about it in its entity, not selectively. I say this boldly. Judges must be held to the same standard as politicians. We cannot continue to hide behind notions of judicial independence to shield members of this judicial scrutiny, while some played the biggest role in the Phala Phala scandal in sealing off the bank statements because their names were the funders of individuals, not political parties. Judges need to be scrutinized the same level as politicians in this country, since their role in politics is growing daily through unfair judgments and from courts, favoring some and not others, pushing sides instead of being impartial. We call on the lifestyle audit of all, even the judges, because equal justice requires equal transparency. We have a responsibility to the people of South Africa to root out corruption, not just in political parties, but in every arm of government. We will no longer be silenced. There are judges of this country who sealed CR17 bank statement. They too must be held to account. And if indeed we are all equal before the law, that equality must extend to the financial transparency. Furthermore, our recommendation towards the real change, not rhetoric. Honourable Speaker, we propose the following bold and reverse steps to reclaim our democracy. Immediate lifestyle to all, especially the judges, to ensure that no hidden interest in politics and no influence in their decision. Full disclosure of private funders or of political parties and their interest. Phala Phala scandal inquiry needs to come back as well, so that we scrutinize the individual funding of billions that goes undisclosed on the maximum, the minimum, which we are here, we're wasting time about maximum and minimum, but we leave Phala Phala with $4 billion unquestioned. We've got into this because my vote count taken this Department of Home Affairs and IEC court wouldn't be here. This is an exercise of compliance to the court challenge by the NGO. Courts that were meant to have addressed the Phala Phala debacle, addressed issues of impositions but mostly importantly, to address the issues of president that was not elected democratically, but was elected by the market, by the funders, by the couch stash with $4 million. This act doesn't speak to that, but instead it diverts us to the maximum and minimum. This is a huge divergence from secrecy. What is worse about this act is that it is not even addressing the funders who want to be kept private, the real usurpers of the people's will, the people who want to steal the people's will by funding the parties who today want to dictate which policy which will be implemented and which
Honorable
policy
Ngubane, just
will get
pause
at
for a
us.
moment, please. Honorable member, why do you want to be recognized?
Is this continuous finger wagging parliamentary at members?
Yeah, thank you. As it is, Honorable Ngubane, I'll give you a few seconds to really round up. You would notice that your time has run out.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The challenge facing our democracy is that democracy that can be bought and that can be bought, and it has become democracy that can be bided to the highest bidder. That is the reality.
Thank you,
of
Honorable
today.
member.
So let's stop being wishy-washy about talking about
Thank you.
of maximum and minimum.
The next speaker is the Honorable Roos.